Hello everyone and welcome on Evike Europe Studios for this little video guide. My name is Max and today we'll take a look at the 5 most common roles played by airsofters during a skirmish. Roles are very important in airsoft as they bring some specific advantages to the teams. The better an airsofter plays his role, the more efficient his team will be. Each role encompasses practices and equipment in the same way as a class in a video game, and they are meant to be logical. Logical being probably the most antagonistic word to describe most airsofters I know, but who's perfect? So let's start right now with our very first role. The first and most common role is the assaulter. It's a versatile role, the backbone of all games that always pushes the scenario forward. An airsofter is supposed to always be at the heart of the fight, to always look for enemy contact and neutralize him, or to be able to defend a strong point if this is the objective. The assaulter must not be too impetuous because his success mostly depends on his capacity to play with others as a team. Playing solo and always pushing forward and never staying on the objective may lead to being isolated and quickly dispatched by the enemy team, potentially leading to a failed mission. Sometimes a leash and a canine dogmaster may be required to handle your assaulters properly. The assaulter uses the most classic equipment available. A load-bearing system ranging from the simple chest rig to the fully equipped plat carrier, a replica firing in semi and or full auto, and a handgun replica is highly recommended to play at short distances or inside CQB. Assaulters are here to take the brunt of the fighting. Therefore, it is highly recommended to them to carry a lot of BBs in order to last long on the field. The next role is a ghost, sowing death from the shadows while staying invisible to its foes. The almighty sniper. This is probably the most cliché of all roles, as all guys that once played video games and took a sniper rifles in them will want to play a sniper in airsoft in order to have the same feeling. Bad move buddies. Playing as a sniper is a dream for many beginners, but you have to know that this role is both very demanding and very costly. The sniper will favor long-range replicas to dispatch enemy players, prioritizing important targets first, team leaders, medics, gunners, and so on. A good sniper knows where to take position in order to block the enemy's progression, or goes flanking the other team in order to harass its rear without being spotted. Snipers must be able to rely on themselves, or maybe on their spotter, to understand where and how to take position, to have the best line of sight and to remain invisible for as long as possible. After having prepared a retreat route, in case of their position being spotted by the enemy team. To be efficient, snipers must play for their team and not for themselves, which implies knowing when to shoot and when not to shoot, to better dispatch enemies on a better occasion. This is very different from most video games where players enjoy being snipers because they can score a lot of incredible frags. Playing this role requires to be patient. And rather than looking to hit a lot of enemy players, the sniper must aim for the quality of each of his shots, because they must be as accurate and as efficient as possible to stop the enemy team. Snipers play lightly in order to move quickly and stealthy. They often favor a combat belt, with or without the wide strap, or a chest rig that they wear under a full ghillie suit or half suit for concealment. Their main replica is a bolt-action rifle or a designated marksman rifle, always used with a scope and upgraded to guarantee increased range and accuracy. The secondary replica must be efficient too, because if spotted, the sniper will have to face multiple opponents, often better equipped than him. That's why many of them will carry a stealthy NBB or a good GBB or a full auto AEP or even a small subcompact AEG, as the two last of them will increase their firepower and grant them the ability to make suppressive fire and escape. The infiltrator has an hybrid role between the sniper and the assaulter. He starts the game by infiltrating behind the enemy lines before striking the enemy team when its players are unaware of the danger. And striking when things go south for the enemy team is even better. That's the role for the commando-minded players, those with a like for turning the tide at the right moment with a swift and unexpected action. In the same way as the sniper, the infiltrator must be patient, moving slowly, sometimes even stopping for long minutes to look around him, and being cold-blooded enough to stay calm when the enemy players move very close to him, waiting for another better moment to take them down. You're it. The infiltrator must always analyze the situation and intervene only at the best moment, and then strike swiftly, violently, and decisively. Once an infiltrator decided to stop hiding, he must not slow down nor stop his action, in order to disrupt the enemy team and make a breach in their dispositive. A breach that the assaulters of his own team will exploit. The infiltrator is equipped in the same way as the assaulter, but will favor a light loadout and a good camouflage. Using a Viper hood and ghillie suit can be considered. As for the replicas, I advise you to take a small compact gun or a shotgun. They will work great once the commando strike is initiated. A good handgun replica is also indicated, as infiltrators must often clean buildings, as well as frag and smoke grenades like tagging and enola gay that will be very useful to confuse the enemy team in order to facilitate the work of your allies. Now let's go full Rambo and take a look at the gunner. A rare sight on many fields, sadly. The gunner is a guy that uses the heavy support replicas, likely a machine gun. Having a superior rate of fire and more ammunition than others, the gunner must advance closely to the assaulters, sometimes stopping on a good firing position to cover the advance of his teammates, forcing the enemy to keep his head low. The gunner must see himself as a guardian angel that must know how to take position to offer the best protection possible to his team. If they are attacking, he must do everything possible for his teammates to reach the objective, forcing the enemy to take cover without looking to score a lot of hits. When defending the objective, he must fire long bursts of BBs in order to slow down the enemy team and even stop it. Then it's up for his teammates to shoot each enemy one by one when they try to keep up with their advance. The main element of a gunner loadout is obviously the machine gun. It can be either a squad-level automatic rifle, like a Bear 1918, an RPK or an M249, or a light or heavy machine gun, like an M240, a Browning 1919, or even an M2. The rest of the loadout is up to you, but it is highly recommended to take a lot of magazines, ammo boxes, drums, and even bags and bottles of BBs. Well, we've seen big boys with automatic guns, we've seen sneaky boys with camouflage apparel. Now it's time to meet the guy that will save the ass of his team, even if it's made up of dumbasses that never deserved so much attention. The medic. The medic role is very important, but also probably the most difficult one. It's difficult because the medic must go among the assaulters and the infiltrators and play like them, while at the same time staying at the rear, taking cover, but also running to revive friendly players that got hit, using his teammates to give him cover and even ask them to bring the wounded to him. The medic is the follower, whose position is at the back of an assault formation or in the middle of a defensive wall, never exposing himself without a good reason, because he knows that without him, his wounded teammates won't be able to come back into the game. On the other hand, in dire situations, he must recognize when to take some risks. The medic must be a good decision maker, knowing how to prioritize the situations. Should I revive this player first, or maybe this one? But also give orders when he needs a covering fire to go and grab a wounded player, or when he needs someone to rush, grab the guy and bring him to him. A medic will mostly share the same loadout as the assaulters or the infiltrators, as he evolves with them. However, the need to run fast to revive other players will probably bring him to choose more compact replicas. Also, a sling with a quick detach or QD system is a plus to get rid rapidly of your replica. In the hands of a medic, a good backup gun is highly recommended to protect himself while performing his duty. Depending on the scenario, bandages and fake medical devices can be given to him to perform simulated medication. Therefore, it is highly recommended to have a large and easily accessible utility or medical pouch to store all these gaming items. Now that you have a better view of the main roles that exist in Airsoft, it's up to you to choose the one that will suit you best and to adapt your loadout for the best for the requirements of the game that you're playing. I hope that my advice will help you to choose the best role for all of your friends inside your team, because it will greatly improve the efficiency of you guys. And if you have any question, remember that the Evike Europe team is made of experienced players that are here to answer all of your needs. That's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If so, don't forget to like it, to let a comment and hit the subscribe button. I'm Max from Evike Europe Studios. See you soon buddies and play well.